Hey guys, got a little bit of wind blowing today, a little bit of background. I hope it's not going to be an issue. But today, I'll show you how to put a harmonic balancer on a 5.3 LS motor. Uh, Motor's been rebuilt, crankshaft has been cleaned out, the threads have been cleaned out, everything's good. I've got a brand new harmonic balancer. I went ahead and sprayed a coat of black on it, black paint. If you get one of these new or your old one, go ahead and paint it. But make sure you tape off around here. You don't want paint on that. You don't want to mess up your seal. Other thing, when you're changing one of these out, or if you've taken your old one off and putting another one on, go ahead and take the time and change out your seal, your front seal. A lot of times these are going to start leaking. If you have to take these off and put them back on, it's worth the effort and worth the money to go ahead and replace that seal. The other thing you want to buy new is get you a new harmonic balancer bolt. You use your old one to install a harmonic balancer. Pull this back out and put this one on and torque it to whatever the specifications are. I'll have to look them up before I can torque mine, but you don't ever want to skip out. These are like 10-15 bucks at O'Reilly's. Buy one. Go ahead and put it on there when you put your harmonic balancer on there. Don't be dumb and reinstall your old one with the chance of breaking this off in the crank. That's going to be an expensive fix. So we'll go ahead and get started here. What you want to do, I've got some Melling pre-assembly lube, and we're going to put some of that on the inside and on the outside edge. The outside edge to help protect the seal, the new front seal on the inside, so that it'll slide on the crankshaft. You're just going to rub that around in there a little bit. I've had some of these where I've had to bake them. I've put them in the oven on, I think it's 350 for maybe like 10 minutes or so. If you have to bake yours, keep in mind there's a rubber deal in here that goes in between. This is a two-piece harmonic balancer, and if you have to bake it, don't bake that out. Don't leave it in there forever. Don't leave it in there way too long. Put it in there to warm it up, and then what you're doing is making this a little bit larger by heating it up so that it'll slide over onto the crankshaft a little easier. I'm not going to do that since this is a new one. I'm going to try and see if it'll go ahead and go on there without that. So kind of bump it a little bit. Now, you shouldn't use an impact on these like an air impact. That's not really enough there, I don't believe, to grab. So let's get trusty tools. Should have had this crap already. Alright, I'm just going to take and kind of bump this on there a little bit. That's working pretty nicely, actually. I'll mess up my paint just a little bit, but use a dead blow hammer and a block of wood. You don't really want to put it on there like that. Put it centered up in there. Just knock that bad boy on there. Get to a point where it won't go any further, then you can put your bolt in there. Try to tighten it up from there. Looks like that's what we're going to have to do. Kind of have a stopping point there. When you put your bolt in, push it in until you get threads. I've got about an inch in there, so I'm going to grab about an inch of threads before it ever starts to go. The reason you want to do that is to make sure that you don't strip out the last 3 or 4 threads there or whatever. So this is a pretty good impact, but it won't do over like maybe 50 pounds of torque. I mean, it's just an electric impact. You don't want to use air. You don't want to use one of the big daddies, the big 1/2-inch drive air impacts. You'll be able to strip that out. So we're just going to snug this up and see if we can suck it down on there a little better. It looks like that's going to be the stopping point. I'll get my little ratchet right quick. Again, just a little 3/8 drive ratchet. It's a 1 inch, I believe. Let me see, 15/16 socket. So yeah, I believe that's as far as she's gonna go. Take that back off. Always something. I didn't think about holding the motor still. There we go. Take the camera and show you the clearance that I've got. Now I used the wrong bolt to put that on, but it went on pretty good, so I think we're in good shape. I'll show you here. You can see kind of how much clearance there is in between there, and it's not a whole lot, but it's on there. And I'll take and put my new bolt back in, and we'll tighten her down, torque her down, and be good to go. Have a good one.